Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Monday, August 4th, 2025. Let's get this week started. Okay, we have gold up $5 to 3,367 and silver up 26 cents to 37.22. In the futures market, September 37.24, so virtually no spread between spot and futures. I don't think that's a good sign. Let's see, the gold silver ratio still hovering just a little over 90. We'll get out to a year to date chart, and well, it's certainly lower than it has been. We've been up as high as 103, which was assigned to trade gold for silver, and as low as 86. I don't think that's low enough to trade silver for gold, but you certainly could have if the premiums were low, the buy-sell premium. Here we are back at 90. Does it roll over or go higher? I can't say at the moment. All right, over to the 10-year. Maybe we'll get a clue over here. 10-year continues to fall. Markets predicting future interest rate cuts, perhaps as soon as September, maybe sooner. But I've been wrong about the direction of the long bond. I think the long bond will ultimately go higher based on ever-increasing debt and deficit, which cannot be outpaced by growth in the economy. It just can't happen without significant cuts to government programs. So here we are with a falling 10-year, which is constructive to gold and silver, and markets seeming to bet on even lower 10-year yields. I just would have to wonder what happens when he actually cuts, and could we see happen what happened last time when he cut, the long rate explode higher. The dollar should be down, but it is actually up this morning to 98.687. Looking at a 6-month chart, though, seems to have failed at 100 and heading back down along with those long rates. Okay, copper, and yeah, if you're in commodities, you got crushed recently in copper as it fell about $1. Now at 4.48, up about a penny this morning, and playing possum down here. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. Looks like could be a good entry point to me. Platinum also got hit very hard, but starting to come back a little stronger than other commodities. Platinum being kind of a weak sister to gold. And still a lot of buying in the platinum market. I think platinum has a good chance of recovering here and moving up to 1450 or 1500. But premiums on platinum bullion are quite high, so be careful of that. The base metal fund that I follow with copper, steel, lead, all that stuff, took a gigantic hit as well. Now it's at 1919 and starting to base right around support here. All right, the silver miners, SIL, a basket of silver miners, getting a nice bump this morning, up 1% to 48.10, not taking the hit that silver did. People still optimistic about the silver miners. If we're looking at the economic calendar, today we have factory orders. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we have the trade deficit. S&P final U.S. PMI, ISM services. Wednesday, Fed head speaker. Thursday, initial jobless claims. Okay, well, we'll be heading into initial jobless claims. Metals markets often rally into economic releases, and the last initial jobless claims was so weak it was ridiculous, almost confirming that we are headed into a labor recession. I have a question of the day for you in a minute to see if you think other elements of the market will be indicating recession as well. But stock market didn't get the memo, and as I've said recently, the dip buyers have been rewarded. Today is no different. We are right at the neutral sentiment of 55 on the Fear Greed Index. Dow futures up 198, S&P futures up 35, NASDAQ futures up 188 after a tough week last week. And of course, I am concerned about a cascading sell-off, but that does not look like it's going to happen today. Could be extreme volatility, though. We could have some reversals. I would watch for that. Bitcoin tells you that as well. Now, I often follow Bitcoin, often up 305 to 114, 374. because I think the whales in the Bitcoin market, the people you'll never know, never meet, that actually control the price of Bitcoin based on buying and selling, they probably know what's going on. And right now, jury is out. Bitcoin, 114,000. All right, before we get on to the deals, I'm on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. Welcome all new members, subscribers, and people just stopping by. Appreciate you being here. You can click along with me over at the website as the prices change throughout the day. The question of the day, let's talk more about recession and labor market. Definitely, seriously headed into recession. More people losing their jobs, more CEOs tightening their belts, more layoffs, and unemployment claims steadily rising to something like a 7-month high. It is not good in the labor market. So, but the other question is the housing market. So I'm going to ask you this, and we'll try to get a feel for whether housing is going to be the second leg of the stool to be kicked out. And how are prices in your area? Are housing prices strong, firm, or falling? Based on the responses to that, we may get a clue as to whether recession is ahead of us. But again, that recession would tend to indicate a lower stock market. And as you saw from my video yesterday, I'm concerned about a cascading sell-off. Every time I've been concerned about that in the past, I have been wrong. So you have to be very careful if you're thinking about selling or you're suspending your purchases here. I don't know which way that market will head, but sometimes there is a lag between, what the market thinks and what is actually happening in the economy. Let's move on to the deals. Okay. And if you're buying today, you can get a 1/100th gold bar for $43 at SD Bullion, a 1/10th gold bar in assay, $126 at bullion.com. Cheaper out of assay. The new customer deal is 108 at bullion.com. Shows you how much of a premium you're paying on that 1 gram gold when you want it in assay. Let's see, a 1/10th gold eagle is going to be $374 at Monument Metals. A 1/4 ounce gold eagle is going to be $884 at Safe Haven Metals. A $5 commemorative, a little less than a 1/4 ounce of gold, but still U.S. sovereign gold, BU or proof, $835 at Provident Metals. Moving on to a 1/2 ounce gold eagle. That is $1,734 at bullion exchanges. Skip the Maples and the Britannias, they're too expensive. 1/2 ounce Krugerrand is $1,716. So look at the premium on that 1/2 ounce eagle. And then consider foreign gold. That's over at bullion exchanges. Nothing wrong with that. 1 ounce gold eagle is $3,422 at bullion exchanges. One of the big houses, Wall Street houses, reiterated their buy rating on gold recently. A gold buffalo is kind of pricey at $3,464 from BGASC, best price I can find. The 1.85 proof U.S. gold eagle set is sold out. 1 ounce maple is $3,419 at Summit Metals. We have got let's move on to a Krugerrand. A Krugerrand is $3,384 at bullion exchanges, and that is a BU Krugerrand. Also, virtually no premium on that. The 20 franc. I'll skip the 20 francs today. Platinum Eagles, can you get them? Yep, you can. $14.55 at Summit Metals. That is combination bullion and collector coin. What's up in the gold-backed market? I think, I don't know about this website. What's new? This is Oklahoma, 100 gold-back, Oklahoma. There you go. That's very pretty engraving right there. And some of you do definitely collect those, and they do have gold content that is recoverable, from what I'm told, if you melt the thing. And also, I don't know. I don't know much about goldbacks, but you can tell me what's new and what's hot. A silver eagle is 40.61 at bullion exchanges, about $1 less in cull form. My green light is still on because I've seen no proof that the market is rolling over yet, so I'm going to stay constructive here and hope we hold and get stronger in the 37s. Here is a worksheet Carl Yushenka provided to members here if you'd like to pick that up to track your metals and prices. In the market today, I have no new stories to tell you that have any veracity. BU silver maple 39.41 at bullion exchanges. A kangaroo 39.64 at Safe Haven. Everything's BU unless I say otherwise. A Britannia too expensive at 40.12 at Hero Bullion. A Krugerrand is 39.90 at Monument Metals. And a Philharmonic, little lonely Philharmonic, is out of stock at bullion exchanges. But in circulated form, they are 38.73 for messed up Philharmonics. Okay, what's new? There's some new stories at the U.S. Mint about the historic releases coming up next year. You can check that out if you like. Sacagawea is holding its own and is sold out. The Sunflower Coin is coming out soon, and you'll probably want to be a buyer of that. All right, now we're on Costco. Let's see if we can get a deal on Costco. Alrighty, all we got is silver and gold bars. The silver bar is $4.09 and the gold rand bar is $33.99. Use your executive club membership and a 2% rebate credit card to pick that up under spot. Let's do junk. It still continues to be 26.76, a little right around melt. And in a bigger lot, it is 26.34 over at Bullion Exchanges. The small deal was over at Hero Bullion if you're picking up junk this morning. And if you're going to pay that price, ignoring eBay where we can get it cheaper, I'd get the Mercs here at 37.2 or something. 27.2 or something for Mercs with full dates. I like that deal as well. But again, let's check eBay on that. Silver rounds, let's just go to Golden State Mint this morning. And I got no, whoa, what does that pop up? Pop away. Let's see, we got Walker rounds, 38.63, any quantity pricing at Golden State Mint. And no buffaloes that I can see. What is copper? Copper's $1.49 per ounce. Yeah, no buffaloes this morning. Okay, in the 38s on 1 ounce rounds. We've been beating that on eBay as well. Let's do a kilo. Kilo this morning is $12.22 at Monument Metals. Divide that by 32.15. You'll see that's pretty close to spot. And let's get on to eBay. If you don't need a pocket pinger, maybe you need some silver eagles. I've been buying them lately. And let's start with the culls. Those usually come up first. And those are 40 a coin, under 39 a coin after rebates for culls. If you're looking for the BU, 813 or best offer, you don't like this guy. So let's go to the next one. Let's see. That'd be about 41.50, about 40.40 out the door for a 20 tube of Silver Eagles. How about a big tube? And don't forget about your Silver Eagles, guys. You need those in the pyramid. Trust me on that. Okay, we've got 41 a coin, under 40 an ounce for BU Silver Eagles from a good dealer. Maybe you like that price. Up at the dealer, hold on one second. What were Silver Eagles at the dealers? Were they under 40? Let's just get on to the Silver Eagles. And they are in a tube of 100. They are over 40, so cheaper on eBay after a 3% rebate credit card. PayPal credit card, American Express Everyday Cash. And now I lost my place. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's do the rotation. 25 Maples, $1,000, 007. 25 Britannias, 1,000, 015. 25 Kangaroos, 1,000, 025. And 25 Krugerrands are 1,009. 1,009 on the cheat sheet would get you 39.19 out the door on a BU tube of 25s. Moving on to junk. Let's steal some junk this morning. Here we've got $10 face for 26.9, free shipping. Big seller, good feedback. He's got some slicks in here though. Yeah, that's a mixed bag. They look pretty worn. I think I'll skip this guy. 270 for quarters from a small seller. Good feedback. 90% silver quarters. He's not going to show you the quarters though. I'm going to skip him as well. Let's go up to 273. Okay, I'm not seeing anything I like. How about in a big lot? A big lot of dimes, 27 times face, about 26.2 out the door for Mercs. 26.2, what is that? Let's see, 26.2 divided by 0.715 gives you a melt price of 36.64. That is a good seller, good product. You can buy that today and beat the dealers. Okay, we'll skip the Carson Cities and the Peace Dollars. Sorry about that. Libertads this morning are going for $12.50 a tube. Man, I remember when those were 800. Let's see. Let's move on to the cheapest kilo, and that is going to be $12.45, about $12.10 out the door for the cheapest kilo. Divide that by 32.15 to get the melt. Your vintage bar of the day. Buy as many of these as you want. Just a nice Academy bar. There's a bunch of those out there, but you could stack those for sure at 437 minus 3%. You'd have a nice stack of vintage bars. Not terribly valuable or collectible, but definitely vintage. Here's a big boy, and this is a 50-ounce Johnson Matthey bar. Is this Canada? No, it doesn't say Canada. But these 50-ounce Johnson Matthey bars are collectible. This one is 2030. That's from Canada, though, so take note of that. A kilo kookaburra is going to be 1,308 minus about 40 bucks. And let's do 1 ounce rounds. A large lot of 1 ounce rounds out the door, about 37. That is under spot. And a small lot of 1 ounce rounds as low as 38.30, 37.10, right around spot for a small ounce of prospectors. Don't get those confused with the Englehards. Those are restrikes, but very cool little rounds there if you just want to pick up some silver this morning. If you're hoping for the bounce, a big gold bar, 100-ounce bar, is going for 38.29, about 37 out the door under melt after 3% rebate. A tube of Peace Dollars as cheap as $6.91. A tube of Morgan Dollars, 2021s, mind you. Now these are BU, which is what I would collect and what I do collect. $8.09 for a tube of 21 Morgans BU form. Okay, the Army Privy Eagle is just blowing the socks off here. Let's see, are these sold? No, there you can go. You can get a sealed box there for $220. That's cool. I would buy that. I think these are going to 300 bucks. $219, $220. Price is a little bit dampened right now because everybody's getting theirs. And hope they don't milk spot. God, I saw a couple of videos with milk spots. But if you want to pay, now I saw these on Coin Shopping Network for $1,000. Here you can get them in the eBay marketplace for $369, and I broke my rule on this, and I bought these. So that's something I never do. I never buy graded coins, but I think there's at least $100 profit in down the road, not after when everybody is selling theirs, but that'll be a very collectible little coin there in the long run. So I'm invested in those. Let's see, we've got a 1 gram gold, and 1 gram gold, 122 minus 3%. We got a 1/10 random gold, cheapest price is 366 minus, did I say 10%? Minus 3% with a good rebate credit card. We've got a 1/10 gold eagle for your Yankee Cannon as cheap as 370. Oh, I don't like him. 370, I don't like him. 370, I don't like him or her. 365, who are you? 136 feedback seller. He'll take a best offer. You can play with that if you want, but you can get a 1/10 Krugerrand. Big seller, good feedback. 373 on that one. You'll take about 15 bucks off. Be about 360 out the door on a 1/10 Krugerrand. I'd go to the 1/4 ounce. They have been cheaper. 1/10 gold eagle. Those may be circulated. 376. Moving on. Let's find something better. 1/4 ounce random gold. Get past the scams and the jerks, and should be right. What is that? New A. This is a 100% positive seller. What the heck? Rosalind Capital. 1/4 ounce proof. New A. Queen Elizabeth. That looks pretty legit. 874. 3% off of that would be about 854. He'll take a best offer, maybe 844. I don't know. You might. I don't know. I don't know about that coin. Looks like a decent deal. Cheaper than the pendant. 875 for Queen's Beast. Small seller, but Lion of England. Oh, it's all scratched up. No, we don't want that. I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to slow down and look closer than I'm looking. 1/2 ounce gold eagle. What you got for me? Come on, eBay. Pay off. Pay off. Pay off. There we go. No. 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 Okay, let's get past the shot. And we've got a 1/2 ounce gold round. That is not a coin, not sovereign. That is 1756. On that one, about $50 off, 1726. And that would be about 34.50 melt. No, I think we can do better. Come on, let's find something good. How about a 1 ounce gold eagle? 1 ounce gold eagle as cheap as, let's see, small seller, good feedback. Gold eagle, looks legit. 3,500, that'd be under 34 out the door. Nah, not cheap enough. Gotta keep going. Where's the good gold deals? Come on, give me something good here. The 1.85 proof set for you heavy hitters. You can still buy this on eBay. It is still proof with OGP. 6,600 would get you $200 off with a 3% rebate credit card. You'd be at about 6,400 out the door. I would still buy that, even though it's a hair higher than the dealer was offering, but they are sold out now. That's been such a great deal. Gold Buffalo, 3530, about 3,400 out the door. That'll probably beat the dealer. And is that, oh, it's a zero feedback seller. Boy, we are striking out today. 3568 would be about 3420 out the door. You could buy that one. Might beat the dealer by a hair. All right, I'm starting to give up here on eBay today. How about $5 commemoratives? Nope, they're back to $8.49. 0.241 ounces of gold there. You can do the math on that. 50 peso, come on, come through. 4,213, 4,213, 213 divided by 1.21 and change. Puts it a melt 34.81 times 0.97 with a good credit card. If you don't have one, get one and pay it off when you use it. 33.77. That's a hair over spot for the 50 peso. It's a good collector coin right there. The gold flowing hair is going for cheapest price on eBay, $49.99 in the booby prize. Hope you held on to yours. I sold mine. Okay, Sacagawea, cheapest price, $26.98. I think those will gravitate up to about $2,900 on the raw. Just my opinion. Don't follow me. There's stuff in my eBay store if you want to buy something from me. The bars I pour, you can always ask me for one of those. If you're a member, you can get my bars at $250 over spot. If you're not a member, you can still ask me for a little discount. I'd be happy to help you there. Contact me at losinglouis@yahoo.com for that, and welcome all new members. Precious Metals Verifier, a very valuable tool right there. A vacuum sealer, also very valuable tool, and a really nice way to segment your silver. If you're getting up there in the 1,000 ounces of silver, I recommend you vacuum seal that in 200 ounce or a little bit higher packages, and then you can distribute those wherever you want. Very easy to transport and move around and hide. What's going on? Okay, Devil Forge to refine your bars. The Amex card is the bomb. The PayPal card is the bomb. The Quicksilver card is good. Not that great for precious metals, but kicker deals really make that a valuable card. And the Capital One Saver card is my newest, most favorite card because I spend $1,000 a month on groceries, and it pays off there. Let me tell you that. Divert that money into precious metals. You got free metals. The picks of the day. Oh, let's see if that gold completer coin has ever sold out. Nope, they can't sell it. People are broke. That's the problem. How about over at Bison Bullion? What's their price? Woo, 409. Damn, that's a nice price on a Bison Bullion bar. I would buy that every day of the week and twice on leap year. Okay, let's keep going here. Anyway, the black flag is still out there. I think it's lingering. They've dropped the price to 43 bucks. It just shows you the collector market is kind of soft right now. What else did we have here that was worth watching for? Watch for the Germania bars. I'm seeing some silver Germania bars pop up from time to time. Still a little higher premium than I would like. That Engelhard deal is sold out. What else we got here? That Engelhard deal's been sold out for a long time. No, it's back. Oh, okay. What do you got? What's the price? $3.97. Well, look at that for random Engelhard bars. Dealers must think prices going lower. Damn, I like buying the dips. I'm just a little nervous here. Let's see. Oh, there's some gold coins. Kangaroo is an excellent coin, sovereign Australian coin for stacking. I've liked those over the years. They've been very low premium. Let's see. And the Unibar, there's a new Unibar out. I'm not thrilled with it. I think it's unlimited mintage. And thank you so much for the cups of coffee. You guys are the bomb. And this is Chris says, been following you for 3 months and have made $15,000 in smart purchases. He appreciates me. Thank you. I appreciate you, both the coffee and the sentiment. I always love getting feedback from you guys, and thanks for the cup of coffee. Cups of coffee. You can follow my channel here, membership channel, and all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below. That's $4.99 a month, and you'll be in the inner circle. And don't hesitate to reach out to me on email if you need help with something. I don't have all the answers, but I have a few. All right, and just more stuff about credit cards and in the chat room. What's going on? Finally, we stopped talking about Sacagawea and people talking about switching from silver to gold. Gold is always the more stable investment, as I showed yesterday, but silver is going to keep running at 40. I can't tell you, how many times it's going to make that bounce, but it's going to break through 40 eventually and then go higher. Okay, but will we make one try at it? 2, 3, 4? Will we go to 32 before we go to 45? I just got to watch these markets for a couple days. And what is going on in the stock market? Opening bell in 1 minute. Dow futures still up. Market's still up. And the silver price, are we going to hold on to these gains? Let's see. Gold is up $12 now. Silver up 31 cents. Looks like we're going to make a higher low here in the 37s and test higher. So I don't know, might be safe to dip your toe back in if you didn't do it this weekend. That's all I have for you. Hey, thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Subscribe if you want to see it every day. Share it with a friend if they're paying too much for precious metals or on social media. Help me get to 20,000 subscribers, and then maybe I'll make an extra $10 on YouTube. YouTube pays like shit, by the way. It's just, unless you take sponsorships, YouTube just sucks in terms, if you're not one of the top 10 channels. So just letting you know that. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Good luck out there.